If you want to improve your looks but don't know where to start, I got you. A few years ago, I had no clue about my skincare, hair, gym routine, and fashion. But I made small changes, and I actually saw results. This isn't about perfection, it's about progress. And I'm documenting my journey so that you guys can level up too. So let's get started. I used to think skincare was just about washing your face, but after using a skincare routine, my skin looks smoother and brighter. I tested different products, so here's what actually worked. Let's get into it. First off, we have milk toner. Basically, it's a toner that balances out the pH of your skin. It makes your skin a lot smoother and a lot brighter, and without over drying it. You can use this in the day or at night. I use both in the morning and at night, and I find that it's not too drying, as I said before. All right, secondly, we have vitamin C. Vitamin C, basically you put it on your face during the day, and your skin grows a lot brighter because of it. Thirdly, we have eye cream. Eye cream, you can wear different kinds at night. I use the Opal eye cream at night because it's a lot thicker, more moisturizing. But in the morning, I use Verse because it's a lot lighter and basically gets rid of your eye bags so that you don't have that tired look all the time. So fourthly, I use this retinol cream and I offset it with this pineapple enzyme mask. They both work as exfoliants and they make your skin a lot younger to take off the dead skin, right? But I believe the pineapple is more harsh on your skin, so you still don't want to use them on the same day. And you want to use the pineapple one a lot less than the retinol, so probably like 1 to 2 times a week. The most important one that I feel like most guys are missing is moisturizer. Moisturizer you put on your face. I use the one I believe is Dew Point. It's a lighter moisturizer, so that way you can feel the effects of all the other serums that you put on your face. If you have really dry skin, you can go for like a more moisturizing one, but I use this one because it's basic, it's simple, and it's super easy. I wear it both day and at night. Yeah, and it works. Or sometimes it feels a little bit dry. I might switch to a thicker one, but we'll see. So stay tuned for that. Last one, I'd say it's going to be the most important because it's going to be your sunblock. Your sunblock is very important because, the UV rays, they damage your skin. So then basically it makes your skin look a lot wrinklier, more old, right? As you age. And you don't want that. So you want to put a lot of sunblock as much as you can. Even if you're going out for like 10 minutes in the sun or even indoors, still wear it. But yeah, definitely get some sunblock. All right, overall guys, basically here's a pro tip. If you guys don't know where to start, just grab a toner, moisturizer, and sunscreen and you're good to go. Keep it simple and that'll make you look a lot better in the future years. All right, now that skincare is covered, let's go on to something that's just as important. It's gonna be your hair. Basically, a bad haircut can ruin your look entirely. Like my hair is kind of flat right now. I feel like I look pretty hideous. But basically, a guy's haircut is going to be the equivalent to makeup for girls, right? So you want to make sure you find one that fits your frame, fit your face. I have a couple older pics that showed me that I wasn't the best looking back then because my hairstyle was just off, right? And it's something so simple, so easy, like it doesn't take that much time. If you look into the type of hair that fits for your face, it's gonna help out tremendously. So here's my hair routine that I do every day, right? So basically what I'll do is I'll wet my hair, go in the shower, wet my hair, and I'll dry it off with like a towel or something, right? After that, I'll start blow drying my hair, get in the way that I really want it to go. And then after that, it's pretty simple. Put on pomade, slick it back, and then you just call it a day. You can comb it back, do whatever you like to it, but it should stay for a while. Then you can add hairspray to make it stay even longer. Ideally, you want to do it with hairspray because then it's gonna come down during the day, at least for me, because my hair is pretty thick. So I use hairspray to keep it up, and then throughout the day, it just falls down. So I've been told that it looks a little bit too neat, right? But throughout the day, like I said, it becomes more messier, and it's gonna give you that, like you try to do your hair, and it's like effortlessly messy look, so it won't look too bad. But anyways, I'm gonna keep that for now. I might try some new things with my hair, so stay tuned for that. And hopefully these tips and those next tips can help you guys out. All right, moving on to my favorite part is the gym. Basically, I do push-pull legs, right? I do it 5 days a week. There's different routines for every person, but if you don't know what to do to get started, I recommend just do 2 upper body days, push or pull, right? With a leg day in between. And then you want to do offset with like rest days. So for example, right, you would want Monday would be a push day, Tuesday would be a rest day, Wednesday would be your leg day, Thursday would be another rest day, Friday would be your pull day, basically the opposite of what you did for the Monday, right? And then the other days you're just gonna rest. It's simple, super easy. So here's a pro tip for you guys. Basically, if you guys are really motivated to go in the gym, don't try to go in like 5 days a week. You're gonna burn yourself out. You're gonna feel really tired, right? A lot of people when they first start, they'll like go ham and they won't go for the rest of the days. But basically what I would say is you should do, I recommend doing 3 days a week, right? Because then 3 days a week allows you to rest and recover and actually build the muscles in your body, right? There's a quote that I heard or read somewhere online or whatever, but basically the gym is where you tell your muscles to grow, but the rest days where you eat and sleep is where your muscles actually grow. So make sure you get enough rest, enough food and nutrition to make sure your body grows. All right, guys, so I just finished the bulk. My progress dwindled a bit because I got sick and my strength deteriorated. But now I'm going back, getting on the cut for preparing for summer. Honestly, don't do what I did. Like, if you reach 20% body fat, I'd say just cut immediately. More tips on that in the future if you guys are interested. Please leave a comment if you guys want me to dive into that stuff. And lastly, we're gonna talk about fashion. So this is the same as your hair, right? Where if you change it, it instantly improves your looks and aesthetics super easily, right? And it's something very, very simple. You just put it on and it doesn't require lots of time in doing something like the gym, right? Or your skincare, right? Because that all takes time. This is more like immediate. So let's get started. 3 basic steps to start looking a lot better, right? 1, you want to start with neutral colors, so black, white, navy blue, beige. So you want to pick those colors, right? Because they're easy to combo into each other. So secondly, we're going to have the fit, right? I'd say like if you're very jacked and you're very comfortable with your body and you want to show it off, feel free to wear like a tighter fitting clothes, like pants, shirts, that kind of thing. I'd say that style is kind of outdated now, right? Right now it's more like a slightly baggier fit, which is what anybody can really wear, right? And it still looks really nice, still looks clean, depending on which pieces of clothing that you pick. And it's also very comfortable too. Lastly, I'd say incorporating some basic jewelry like a watch or like a chain. I don't have mine on me right now, but I'll post it in the video. But basically, these will elevate your fashion a lot easier as well, because it's just like small pieces that show a little bit of a flair, right? You don't want to be too basic where you're just wearing black, white shoes and you're done. Like you look basic. It's just a little bit of flair, right? Once you get more comfortable wearing the clothes that you guys want to wear, you can choose pieces that are a little more flashy and describes more of your personality, right? But first, stick to the basics. Once you develop an eye for it, then you can go on move to a little flashier items. But for me, right, I started experimenting with baggier fit. That's never been my style, right? And at first, I wasn't sure if it really worked for me, right? So that's when I realized getting a second opinion is very key. So if you have girlfriends, if you have a friend that's a girl or girlfriends, whatever it is, definitely ask them for their opinion, right? Because girls are a lot more attuned to style and all the minor differences. I don't know what it is. I could be misogynistic, who knows? Hopefully not. But let's say if you don't have a girlfriend, hopefully you have a friend. But to be honest, I don't recommend really shopping with the boys. I remember a time me and my buddy were shopping together and we were like, hey, let's go shopping, let's go thrifting. We go there, we pick out the pants, we're like, I'm asking my buddies like, oh, do I look good? Like, how does this look, bro? And they're all like, we don't know, man. And we're like, oh shit, we should have brought a girl. So if you don't have, unless you have that closeted gay friend, you know, then maybe that will work. But other than that, definitely try to ask your girlfriends as they have a better eye. Also, you're trying to really do this somewhat for them, but really for yourself. Just get a second opinion. Yeah, just ask whoever. So if you don't have any friends, just look on some Pinterest, look some inspiration photos, and try to experiment with it. Try it out, see what works for you, see what doesn't. So which of these help you guys the most? Please leave them in the comment section down below, and I'll cover them in a future video.